Some people say there's nothing to do in WoW. Well, some people are wrong. There's plenty of content that you can consume when playing this game. In fact, here are just a few examples. First, you can sit in Discord with 19 other people and listen to the main tank explain his questionable political views, while the raid leader makes passive-aggressive comments about you falling in the hole for the 10th time in a row.
That's a 50 DKP minus!
You can also join an arena team, and after losing a single match, you can find out that your mom is actually a lot more promiscuous than you thought. No wonder your dad never came back from getting those cigarettes. On second thought, if a constant stream of anxiety-inducing social interactions doesn't suit you, then take a look at WoW's diverse solo experience. You can go after Lore Master. This means completing every single quest in the game. If you hate coherent stories and love it when major lore events happen in the books instead of the game, this is the content for you. Why did Magni turn into a diamond? How did Garrosh go back in time? What was the jailer's plan? Who knows? But I bet you'll find out if you go buy this book. Okay. Maybe you like collecting transmog. I know I do. I take pride in my appearance, and so should you. Good thing old Legion raids have some of the best transmog in the game. Oh wow! Artifact relics. You'd think that Blizzard would find a way to encourage people going back and doing their old content. But Ian has insecurity issues and can only feel happiness when you complete your Zereth Mortis dailies every day. There's one last thing we can do to satiate our never-ending hunger for the constant drip of sweet, sweet content. When there are no more bosses to kill, and I've experienced enough PvP hate speech to offend 1941 Germany, I like to lean back, enjoy a nice Mountain Dew Code Red, and venture out into Azeroth, capturing animals, and forcing them to fight to the death. If this sadistic but somehow also wholesome form of content sounds like your style, let me tell you how you too can become a pet battle master. You see, pet battles were added into WoW in a time when not every system introduced to the game had to be intrinsically linked to player power. Imagine if Torghast was built with the philosophy of fun. No soul ash, no soul cinders. Only built for fun and cosmetic rewards. This is what pet battles are. It is an entire system that sits alongside the main game. You don't have to do it, and that's okay. That's what makes it fun. You see, Blizzard is at its best when it steals ideas from other companies and slaps an orc on the front. Pet battles were an extension of vanity pets that already existed in the game since launch. Somehow, kidnapping multiple baby dragons and storing them in our backpack wasn't enough. We had to make them kill each other too. To get started, the first thing you want to do is visit the Pet Battle Professor and get your first battle pet. Personally, I chose Charmander. Now it's time to take your new partner to Durotar or Elwyn Forest to train on low-level wild pets. You can find wild pets on the mini-map that your vicious friend can take out in cold blood.
Yes, kill him, Charmander, end his pathetic life.
Don't forget that along the way you can capture new pets to add to your team. If they don't love you at first, don't worry. Stockholm Syndrome will soon take over and they'll be more than happy to crush the skulls of your enemy. This is the virtual equivalent of leaving your dog on a chain outside and only ever interacting with it to feed it. Holy shit, that's so sad. Also, look at this. This is literally a child. How is that a pet? Someone call the FBI. The actual pet battling system is surprisingly complex, which isn't that weird considering Blizzard copied the most profitable intellectual property in history. I actually have a history with Pokemon. It was my most played game before World of Warcraft got its breast milk stealing clutches around my soul. Anyways, just like Pokemon, each pet has a type. There's an extensive type matchup list where some types are weak to others and some types are resistant to others. In Pokemon, it follows simple 10-year-old logic. So it's not hard to memorize that fire is strong against grass, that electric is strong against water, or that bug is strong against, psychic? Well, WoW obstructs this logic even further with its great value reskin of Pokemon types. It will never be immediately recognizable that Elemental is super effective against Mechanical until you realize that Elemental is actually a reskinned Fire type and that Mechanical is actually a reskinned Steel type. Fire melts metal. Each type has a passive effect, so if you've played WoW, which I assume you have considering pet battles are a subsystem of WoW and this is a WoW YouTube channel, I'm not going to lie to you. This is not a clever transition, but it is a transition. We can do this the easy way, or we can do it the hard way. You're going to click like, and maybe even the subscribe button right now. After that, if you want to join our community, click the Discord link in the description and go follow my Twitch channel. Don't make me take the shot, just go do it. It didn't have to be this way. As I was saying, each pet has a passive effect that either makes them dog shit or makes them meta. Undead pets and mechanical pets have an automatic resurrection passive. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Speaking of the meta, there's this big and complicated stat chart to describe a pet's health, power, and speed stats. Simply put, video games in 2022 are not allowed to be fun. The most optimal pet battling strategies were mathed out before pet battles even came out. And the pressure of mainstream WoW systems will force you into Googling the best team for a pet battle world quest to get it done as fast as possible. This also means that PvP pet battles are just what you think they would be.
Go! Mercastraza!
Oh no! He paid $100 to pre-order the new expansion!
There's no way he can defeat my collector's edition pet.
Alright, here goes nothing. Go, Charmander!
Your pet from 2004 doesn't stand a chance against my pet. There are more pixels in Mercastraza's right toe than your Charmander's entire model.
Oh no, he's right! I'll get this pet battle started. Charmander, use breath!
Oh no, that did more damage than I expected. That was pathetic! Wait until you see what we can do. Mercastraza, use breath!
Yeah? Well, get a load of this. Charmander, use breath!
Use breath! What? Unbelievable. I picked the wrong Pokemon. I mean pet.
Okay, now you have to give me your money.
What?
Do it. The real secret here is that nobody on Earth does PvP pet battles. Go ahead and try to queue for one. You'll die of old age before that queue pops. If somehow you do manage to get into a PvP pet battle, you're only going to win if you have gold or money. The battle pet with the highest power stat is Ragnaros, who comes from the cash shop. The battle pet with the highest speed stat is the Zergling, which comes from the Vanilla Collector's Edition. I wonder how much that is going for on eBay.
Oh my goodness!
It just so happens that most pets from the cash shop or collector's editions have good, if not the best, stats. There are alternatives, but you will either have to hunt them down yourself or buy them off of the auction house. So if you can't afford $10,000 for the Zergling, you can definitely afford 10,000 gold for the Cheetah. If somehow you can't even do that, there's always the WoW token. There's a very clear visual difference between the premium or difficult to obtain pets and the free alternatives. The closest alternative to Little Ragnaros is this fucking cricket. I don't know about you, but Ragnaros definitely looks cooler. The only comparisons are pets that you obtain from difficult achievements or rare spawns. The Unborn Valkyr is one of the most unique pets in the game visually, but can only be obtained through a wild battle in one of a handful of rare spawn locations in Northrend. Zufu is one of the coolest looking and strongest battle pets, and you can only get him from defeating the Celestial Tournament, the WoW equivalent of the Elite Four. One of the best pets you can get is Graves. The only way to get him is if you reach level 20 in Heroes of the Storm, so he's basically unobtainable. The queue times on this dead game are ridiculous. Honestly, the only real challenge to battle pets is collecting them all. At this point, you're better off just playing Pokemon. Blizzard does have an interesting system here. and I'm surprised that they have supported it as long as they have. It's one of the last surviving relics of the game before the borrowed power age. I definitely think that they should add on to it, as well as introduce other optional systems that exist only for the fun of the player, like player housing. Imagine how much money Bobby would make from player housing. I would kill to have my own instanced castle in Revendreth, and be able to place decorations, furniture, my mounts, and pets wherever I want. Most of the tech already exists in the garrison. Why not? Some of the most fun I've had in WoW was the secret quest to obtain